Hey, Jared.
Hey, Josh.
Why do raccoons wear little masks?
Because they like to be thieves.
Yeah, because if you're going to steal leftovers, you might as well dress the part.
Yes. They do a lot of that, yeah. Shout out to Sly Cooper, if anyone knows that video game. It's about a thievius raccoon. What is it? It's Thievius raccoonus, I think is what they call it. It's great.
Hey, welcome back to Screen Time Film, a podcast where we discuss a director's filmography in chronological order from oldest to newest. We are currently discussing James Gunn's films.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jared, nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast.
Yeah.
I would catch it.
Yes, of course.
So my name is Josh, and this is my co-host, Jared.
Josh, look, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I forgot you were here.
All right, so those are both lines from the film Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. This was released in 2014, PG-13, 2 hours and 1 minute.
It was probably like 10 minutes of credits, like every Marvel film.
Yeah. A group of intergalactic criminals must pull together to stop a fanatical warrior with plans to purge the universe.
Mm-hmm.
But let's not talk about Endgame.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Feel like,
That's a different thing.
yeah.
This sets it up actually a lot, though.
It does.
More than I
But like
remembered.
the plot, if you read that plot, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
it's just kind of
Yeah.
not that different.
No.
Though I guess not all the Avengers are criminals, and this is a group of criminals.
Yeah.
So, there's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is directed by James Gunn, written by James Gunn and Nicole Perlman. So the first time he's worked with another writer.
Yeah.
First two
Okay.
films, it was just him.
Yep.
Cinematography, Ben Davis, who's done a bunch of the Marvel movies, and The Kingsman.
Okay.
As
Cool.
and other things, but yeah. We got Tyler Bates again as the composer.
Yep. Same guy.
All right. Production costs.
Dude, this is gonna be crazy because it's like Marvel films are so expensive.
Yes.
So I'm gonna have to go pretty high, but then volume 2 and 3, it's probably just more and more for those. So this one,
This is 2014, so
yeah, I put 175 million.
it's pretty close. It said
Is it?
170.
Oh, okay. I didn't think I'd be that close. Because I was like, I originally put 200 million. I'm like, that seems. But they get there for
they
sure.
They get there. Definitely,
over that.
definitely post-COVID, they definitely. But
Oh, they get there before that.
yeah. But like, I'm just like now. It's like that's the norm.
Yeah, that's true. 170. Okay. Well, also I was thinking the amount of songs, like licensing is so expensive, especially for these kind of songs. So factoring that in too.
I just think it's crazy. Like, so his first film was 15 million.
Mm-hmm.
Then with the Slither, and
Slither,
then
yeah.
then Super
The
was
old Super.
2.5 million.
Wow.
So then jump
Yeah, it's got to be stressful.
more than 10 times the first film, the Slither film. It's
It's
just
got to be
crazy.
stressful for him to be like in charge of
Yeah.
this big of a budget after
also-
not, you know.
Yeah, I mean, but also like from a studio to trust him with that kind of budget.
Yeah, which I don't really know. I'm sure he's probably told the story of how he got involved. I mean, I know around that time, Marvel was approaching a lot of directors for, I don't know, just different projects that they were doing. I mean, because around this point, I think we were up to 2 or 3 a year Marvel films. So, and I know they were trying to pull a lot of different directors, and so I don't really know how they got him involved though. Not sure.
I don't know. I remember Edgar Wright was supposed to make Ant-Man
Yes.
for like forever.
Well, I think there's still, because I have something related to that I'll talk about in the TV pod, but I think there's still remnants of what he did right before Peyton Reed took it over.
Yeah,
I think so. Like at least script wise.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know.
So yes, this was nominated for Best Achievement in Makeup and Hairstyling and Best Achievement in Visual Effects.
Oh,
in the Oscars that year.
Nice.
All right, so we got long list of cast here. Yeah, so we got Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper, Lee Pace, Michael Rooker, Karen Gillan, John C. Reilly, Glenn Close, Benicio del Toro, Sean Gunn, Greg Henry, Stan Lee, Brendan Farrer, Rob Zombie, James Gunn, Josh Brolin, and Seth Green.
Okay, the only ones I don't know. Where's Rob Zombie in this?
So I bring this up because he's the Ravager Navigator voice.
Oh, the voice. Okay,
but he's done a voice in all 3 movies so far.
Really?
Yeah, he was in Slither, and then he was in Super. He does a voice.
Oh,
and in all 3.
Nice.
So I just thought that was interesting.
So they're homies. That's cool.
Yeah. So Blake and I talked about it a little bit last week, but
nice
because it was like the second time. But then I saw it in here, and I was like, "What?" Yeah. I was like, "Okay."
Well, it's the same thing. His brother also has been in all of them, right? I definitely saw him in Slither. In Super, I did watch Super.
Yeah, he's in.
Oh
there.
yeah, he is in there. Yeah, because he's with the bad guys.
But also James Gunn so far has also put himself in every film.
Yes. No, I don't remember him. What was he in Super?
In Super?
Yeah. Where was James Gunn?
He's the devil in the TV show.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that was his brother. No, it is. Yeah, because they look similar. I thought his brother was just doing both, but okay.
Nope. So that was the only one you had a question about, Rob Zombie?
Yeah, I know the rest of them. Yeah. Or what they did in this.
Also note, just since we were talking about Sean Gunn,
yep,
he also was the stand-in for Rocket and all the...
Yeah, he does all the mocap.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Rocket. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, overall thoughts on this film?
Well, I was curious how long it had been since you've seen this last, because I've seen it not too long ago before watching it.
I mean, definitely sometime in the last 5 years. I know since COVID, I've definitely watched like through the MCU.
Okay.
At some point in there, but so probably either 2020 or 2021, probably somewhere around there is probably the last time I saw it.
Okay, actually, that might have been when I did last. Also, before now. Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
I do remember around that time going through all the Infinity Saga.
Yeah.
But so this time watching it, I mean, I love this movie. I did when it came out. It was it's just like crazy because it's this group of characters that I didn't know anything about.
Mm.
And this is something James Gunn's good at anyways with his other stuff as well. Like just bringing a group together and just making having really good chemistry with this group, and then also just making you like really care about them. Like he always does a good job with that. And yeah, there's just so many good character interactions between the group. And it just feels like they gel really well, and it just feels effortless. Like, again, going back to like the chemistry of the group, which I mean, then just carries on even more because you get used to it, in volume 2 and 3. Also, there's a lot of heart in this film, which also is, I feel like, is kind of a James Gunn thing too. He likes to put in, it's like humor and heart. It seems like in a lot of his stuff. So yeah, it's just always it's always fun watching this movie. What do you think watching it this time?
Yeah. I mean, similar thoughts to what you said. I really liked this film when it came out.
Yeah.
I remember Also listening to the soundtrack a lot, even after it came out.
Yeah, I have a note about that in score.
Yeah. But so it's definitely one of my, faves of even the MCU movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Of all of them?
Yeah, it's definitely up there
Nice.
in the top 5, I would say.
Okay.
And I think, I think it holds up better than some of the ones.
Yes. Well,
I don't know how many times
when we get to cinematography, we could talk about that. Like how good this movie looks, even in comparison to some of the new ones.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many times I've watched it. I definitely watched it more than some of the other ones again because of being up there. But then again, it was nice. It had been, like I said, 4 years or so. And so it was nice watching again and being like, oh yeah, this is a really good movie.
Yep, still good.
But then, I think basically the rest of my notes are all the same things you mentioned. I was like, great ensemble cast that James Gunn's always good at putting together.
Yeah.
Again, his ability to cast, I think, is always a strength.
Yeah. And then reusing a lot of them.
Yeah. And then the action, it has some great, his kind of, which I guess is what started here, and I have notes about that, but like in the cinematography area, but like the
start of his style.
His like style of the action is, really didn't have those in his first 2 films, but that was here. And then of course, the sci-fi elements, you and I, we talk about a lot. We like sci-fi stuff, and it's kind of has that sci-fi element in there. So it's a little less superhero and more sci-fi.
Yeah.
So it's really,
and this definitely is sci-fi.
And then smart and funny and, and then the heart stuff. So like, which again, like you said, the funny and the heart is definitely, which is another reason why, I've always liked James Gunn's stuff.
Me too.
That balance of that humor and heart that he kind of brings into it. So that's definitely one of my faves of the MCU movies. And just
I don't know
overall a good, just overall like
even outside of MCU. Yeah, just as a movie, it is good. I don't know if it's in my top 5. I'd have to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I maybe it's like 6 or 7. I don't know. I was just trying to think. I mean, I still, this is definitely the best Guardians movie, in my opinion.
Well, I haven't seen. I never watched Volume 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
Well, I'll say I remember liking Volume 3 more than Volume 2.
I definitely liked Volume 1 more than Volume 2,
Yeah.
but I don't know about 3.
Oh, that's interesting. You haven't ever watched it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you haven't seen The Suicide Squad.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
That'll
true.
be interesting. Yeah.
I was going to say, I mean, like, I know Winter Soldier. I really like Winter Soldier.
That's one of the best. That and Civil War. Honestly,
Civil
Captain
War's
America has the best one.
Yeah.
Like some of the best films.
Civil War is really good as well.
Yeah.
You're right.
They're both really high.
I mean,
besides the, ensemble movies.
Yeah, the Avengers movie.
But Civil War is essentially an Avengers movie, which is crazy.
Yeah, and better than Age of Ultron.
Yeah, well, I'll talk about that because spoiler for the TV pod. I've been going through them kind of also since we're doing these. I started going through the Infinity Saga again.
Oh, okay.
And actually, I got all the way up to this movie already. So
all right.
I was it's just fun going back. It felt like fresh, like going through, even though it's been, I don't know, not that long, 4 or 5 years, like we said, probably last time watching
This movie felt kind of, even watching, because watching this was like, felt a little fresh for me, because it'd been a couple of years, and so there's like little nuggets and scenes that I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that, and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. Is good.
Yeah. No, you're definitely right though. The casting is the main thing. Is like,
yeah,
because like it'd be so hard to get these characters right anyway, and he does such a good job.
Well, and I remember both Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel when that was even announced, and everyone's like, what?
Yeah.
What? They're going to play, CG characters? And
right. Doesn't make sense.
You're casting these, so just aside, like they're the bigger names than the rest of the cast.
Yeah, they are
Like,
both the biggest.
bigger than Chris Pratt at the time,
And Zoe Saldana.
and Zoe Saldana at the time,
and Dave Bautista.
and Dave Bautista. Yeah, like the people you're seeing, and then you're
That you're not even seeing the actor.
You're paying these guys to be on a part of it, but you're not even seeing
only
their
the voice,
faces, which is what is known, right?
Yeah, it's
So,
great.
it's just a. But then they're so fantastic in those
I
two
know.
roles that yeah. And anyway, especially, I mean, Bradley Cooper is. I mean, obviously the Groot things. He's just saying I'm Groot.
Right, but Bradley Cooper, it doesn't even sound like him.
I know, as Rocket. Like,
I would never know unless if I was just watching this movie, never thought it was him. But yeah, he's
does such a good job.
Rocket is arguably, now we'll have to see with Volume 3. You would know this, but he seems like kind of one of the main that kind of ties the whole trilogy together. Is Rocket.
Yeah,
because I know they focus on him a lot in Volume 3, right?
Yes,
that is
they
one
do.
thing I do know. So
Yes,
he's
they do.
kind of like a
he's
bigger or more important than you think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. So, but yeah, very much loved film, I think, by both of us.
Yes, for sure.
All right, well, let's get into
Yeah.
kind of what happens in this movie and different stuff and what we like. Anything we don't like.
I don't think there's any. I'm thinking. I don't think there's anything I don't like in this, honestly.
All right. Well, so we open up with the young Peter Quill.
Yeah.
His mom's dying.
So this is the weird thing is that is it his grandpa?
His grandpa.
That's the guy that now I'm like, oh,
this guy.
this guy's been in his movies
Yeah.
now that I didn't know at the time.
Yep.
He's also the guy I didn't really like in either one of his previous films.
He always plays this actor, like he always plays like a sleazeball.
True.
Because even I know I've seen him in other stuff, not just these.
I guess so, but anyway, it was just weird watching this time. Like you recognize him a lot more,
Yeah.
obviously. But yeah,
Yeah.
his mom's dying. Yeah,
And then,
I know. I mean, I know for you personally, this is very tough to watch, especially when this first came out.
well, yeah, when this
I
first,
remember you warning your kids about it.
yeah, because when this first came out,
Yes.
was
because you guys all saw it in theater, or you
we
took
went,
them.
we went and saw the theater,
Yeah.
yes, but it was literally months after their mom and / my wife passed from cancer.
from cancer. Yes.
So yeah, it was very emotional seeing.
I'm
this
sure,
scene. Yeah, and but we still went and saw it because we were, not that we aren't now, but like we were big MCU fans
Yeah.
at the time, and kind of that's fallen off a little bit in the last couple
Yeah,
of
oh,
years
yeah.
with the quality of those. But
Dude, especially
but they
rewatching
still-
them now, it's like they were at such a high at one point.
well,
It's-
you can't always keep going up. Some point you gotta
I know.
you gotta
We'll see how
stumble and fail to kind of course correct. But
we'll see how the Russos do.
well, yeah, but to the point, like one of the whole family, we all went and saw Fantastic Four because they all Thunderbolts. They were like,
They all saw it with you.
yeah,
Cool.
So they all came and watched that with me. So that was kind of, and we hadn't done that in a while, but they were all like excited for that one, and I think
Nice.
they all enjoyed it. So kind of like,
I mean, that's a better one of the new ones in my
Yeah.
opinion. I do want to watch it again. I think it's going to be on VOD soon, finally. So I definitely
Yeah.
want to check that out again.
you ended up watching Thunderbolts too.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like it as much as you, but
Yeah, because like I would have to
I like
watch.
Fantastic Four more. than
See,
Thunderbolts.
I'd have to watch them both again, like closer together, because I might like Thunderbolts better.
I might keep going at after and even go through some of those really bad ones that I don't like of the MCU. I might keep going after
Just to
the Infinity
revisit it.
Saga
Yeah.
and
Like-
see how it kind of
Well, and also
it's literally right after
yeah,
the Infinity Saga is over. That it's like a hard dip.
yeah.
It's crazy. I don't know why. I don't. There's probably a whole documentary that
some
has been
point that-
done about it.
I don't know if it's
probably
been done, but I mean,
Oh,
the
there's
story's
definitely on
there.
YouTube. I'm sure you could find
Yeah.
countless videos about it, but just people studying what happened.
But also curious, like revisiting some of those that, being able to move away from the hype coming off of Endgame, and kind of like just seeing it and knowing going to it, it's like, oh, it's not going to be as good, and then watching it. I'm curious, like, because some of those I haven't rewatched either since then.
That's a good point.
So
Yeah,
like,
we'll
or you're
see
like,
how
oh,
it
it's
is.
not as bad. I mean, it's still not great, but it's not as bad as I remember. Like kind of.
Yes. No, you're that's you're right. That's going to be interesting. Like if I keep going with it, you have your expectation now for all that and see how it stacks up.
Yeah, you have your
Yeah,
expectation.
'cause especially Endgame is incredible, and then it's like, yeah, you're running off that high, and then it's like, ooh, that's like, yeah, that's within
Well,
a
I mean,
lot.
the first one you throw out, really technically the first one that came out after that wasn't yeah.
I think it's the second Spider-Man movie, and that one was still great.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think it
wasn't
was.
Black Widow, the Black Widow movie.
Oh, that one was bad. Was that really the one? Yeah, it
I
might
think
be.
that came out next, but and that's like a flat, like that's
Yeah,
time
that's
jump
pretty-
back,
yeah.
because obviously
Yeah.
she dies at the end of the game. So,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
oh, sorry,
Man, yeah. No,
spoiler.
it's all right. Everyone's seen that. If no one,
Well,
everyone has seen
I didn't
that
realize
movie.
you didn't remember that, but yeah.
No, I don't. I've watched those movies so much, but I'm just like, I honestly, again, I'll talk about it. Probably not that much on the TV pod.
Yeah.
Like I'm having so much fun going through them again, and
Yeah.
and so to say, Civil War and Winter Soldier still like
Mhm.
top 1 and 2. Honestly, like besides, I guess Infinity War and Endgame, but it's like it's insane. So the Russo's track record is incredible.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of pressure for them now.
What is also crazy is their track record's good there, but then anything they've made since
Right.
has not been good.
Especially Citadel. I liked The Gray Man, though, honestly.
Yeah,
A lot of people
fun.
didn't like it. I liked
It
it.
was fun, but it wasn't great.
No,
it wasn't at this level. Like it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We'll see how
see how they do.
Doomsday and Secret Wars is. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's funny. Sometimes, like, you know, there's a certain, what's the word I want, like recipe with all the right things in place,
True.
and it like thrives, right? And then you just one thing. So then maybe what they need is the structure of the MCU / Disney, you know, I don't know, the box that they have to,
Yeah.
that the like controls that allows them to excel. And then when they're out on their own and given too much freedom, then they don't.
True.
Yeah, I don't know.
When did they? Because I was wondering that watching them. When was that switch? When did they buy them? Disney buy Marvel.
Oh,
I don't remember what year it was.
that's a good question.
Because it was interesting, especially watching the first two, Iron Man and the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Very different, but it's also before, you know, Disney. So I don't remember when. Yeah. But anyway, I figured it probably when we do Volume 2 and Volume 3 also, we're going to talk about the MCU as a whole on these pods anyway, just because it's a part
they
of
have
it.
so much, especially the later one that has influence. This one's kind of a standalone because it's like
Yeah, but
leading
it's
into it sets up a lot of stuff.
It sets up a lot.
but none of it's affecting them yet.
No.
But then the other ones are after these. They start to have
Volume 2 is still in
still
Infinity
before
Saga,
yeah.
but then Volume 3 is
after.
Yeah. Which that's another, I'm assuming, because you said it's really good. That's a small, I guess, high spot after.
Yeah.
You know, there was still, it was just more misses, honestly, though.
Yep. Like Shang-Chi, I think that was pretty fun too.
Oh,
That was after.
I thought that was awful.
Oh. Well,
But you like you liked the Marvels, which is like horrible. That movie was like one of the worst, I think. But I also thought Captain Marvel was bad. But we'll see. That I'm gonna get to that one.
all right.
Anyway,
All right, so I love the use of the Walkman as a transition to like the introduction of Peter Quill as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And like you instantly, that visual representation, you instantly know, oh, this is the older version of the guy we just saw, of the kid. I thought that was great. But then we like, this is one thing I didn't remember how long and how much other things were happening kind of in this intro where he gets the orb. Like, you know, like in my
the introduction
like in my
to him
memory
as an adult.
in my memory it was just like, oh, he gets the orb on that front, and I remember him kicking a little like rodent thing, and that's about it. And obviously not really much more happens than that, but like at the same time, you know, there was like visually there was things like that I was like, I don't remember ever seeing that. Like there was like the like a snake in a river or something, and he steps over and I was like, I don't remember seeing that. Anyway, but it's great introduction of him and his like personality.
This is my first note too.
Yeah.
It's an amazing introduction to him. Everything about it. The song "Come and Get Your Love."
Mm-hmm.
Amazing song. And him, putting on the Walkman, playing the song, dancing around, stealing the artifact. But yeah, to your point, he's like kicking, the road and whatever else he does, and just dancing or does the slide also and all that. But yeah, it's just it's perfect. Perfect way to introduce him.
Mm-hmm. And his like smart aleckness, I guess, is the best way to...
His personality is that's kind of another thing about this gang, the Guardians, is that each of them were so different. And I guess that's kind of part of probably why it works so well, because there's, a lot, sometimes they're clashing with each other because they are so different. But it makes the dynamic so fun to watch.
Yeah. Same with the orb, he ends up going to the other planet here, a planet to the guy that's supposed to be selling it to, and of course we kind of get the little intro of the Yondu, and he's like,
yep,
you don't really know, but you're like, oh, he's trying to stay away from this guy. But then this is when he gets, attacked by the other people because they put a bounty on him.
Yes.
So then this is where we get the introduction of Rocket and Groot.
And Gamora?
And Gamora.
Yes.
Yeah. But like, they're kind of like...
Right, because he's like, he doesn't know who she is, and he's hitting on her right when he comes out.
Yeah.
Also, I like the guy that he's selling it to. He's saying like something about his eyebrows, it was really great. Just his delivery, that line was really great.
Well, then he finds out that, I guess, Lee Pace's character...
Ronan the Accuser.
Ronan.
I have a note about him.
Ronan.
My dude Lee Pace, now in Foundation.
Yeah.
Love this dude.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I've seen a lot of people think that Ronan sucks as a character. I think he's awesome. I've always liked him.
Okay.
So I don't know how you feel about him in this movie, but I think he's great.
Yeah. I mean, I think Lee Pace is just going all in on this.
He is. He's always done that though.
Yeah.
He does that in Foundation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I know. I'm just,
Halt and Catch Fire.
Yep.
Yeah. He's also, I believe, 6'5". I looked up, which is crazy.
Yeah. It's a tall man. Yes, introduced to these in their attitude, especially like Rocket and Groot, like we get them like trying to do a few other things before they
and this is the Stanley cameo.
And then we get the Stanley cameo.
Yeah, it was good.
Cameo. But they're like doing other things and then they find Peter's like, and he's like, oh, that's a big bounty. And then like,
right.
They should, but before they can, Gamora, and then they're all fighting for the orb.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get all captured and put in prison together.
Yeah.
Which is, it was an interesting plot twist. You don't expect.
This is the part like I remembered the most, was like, because I remember it being a pretty long section of the movie when they're in prison.
Yeah. Okay.
Watching it this time, I was like, oh, it's actually not that long. For some reason, I thought it was longer, but I remember watching it before. This was like the only part of the movie I thought was not like, this was my least part or least favorite part rewatching this movie, but I liked it a lot more this time.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think the prison sequence and prison break, because it's like what allows them to start bonding.
True.
Like they go from like being like, hey, if we work together, we can all get out of here. And of course, they also find out how much she can get for the orb. And then they're like, oh, we all work together.
Yeah.
And split the money. So it's also still like they're not really trying to save the galaxy yet. Like they're still they all just want money, because they're all just a bunch.
They're all like bounty hunters. Yeah.
So
also, just real quick, because I mean you can put that in this scene and a lot of other scenes too, but you already kind of mentioned this, which we can get into more in cinematography. But I thought all the fight scenes were surprisingly good and very well choreographed in this movie.
Yeah. I like, also as they're getting into the prison, just this is where that guy's like, what a bunch of a-holes. Like, as they're getting.
Do you see the guy? Yeah. As they're coming in, you see the alien dude already listening to his Walkman.
Yes.
And he's getting mad.
He tries to get it
right.
from him.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. Like, just, I mean, it's why it's sentimental, but like, it's still like he's like willing to die just to save the Walkman, because even
Yeah.
as they're leaving, he goes back for it.
I wanted to ask you, it's interesting seeing, I mean, how good the humor is in this movie, but seeing how it is in relation to what he's doing now with Peacemaker. Because, you know, Superman also, there's humor, but not as much. Like, that's more serious, right?
Correct.
But Peacemaker feels a lot more like this.
Yes.
Because there's still serious stuff in it as well, but
It was also the characters are a lot more like it. It's like they're
Right.
like the anti-hero almost.
and
like
they're all different.
yeah.
And they like argue and yell at each other. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're all like they're like not necessarily doing the right thing most of the
Yeah.
time, and for the right motives, but still in the end they're still you know, good people.
And you see the bond grow,
Yeah.
just like in the Guardians
Yep.
and in Peacemaker, as you know, as we progress through. It's
Yep.
just with that you get even more time with them. Which this, I guess, we have what, besides you know the moments that are in Infinity War and Endgame, we have like what, 6 hours of them between the 3 films,
Yeah.
something
So,
like that. Yeah.
Probably something like that. Probably 7 if you.
Oh yeah, because it's like volume
Well,
2 and 3 are probably
They're
longer.
like
2
a little
hours,
bit longer,
2.5.
and then you also have, like you said, the stuff in
Yeah.
the Marvel the
Infinity War and Endgame.
yeah,
Yeah.
if we were getting game. So yeah. Well, and then we also have the Christmas special
Oh, I forgot about that. With actually Kevin Bacon
with
in it.
Kevin Bacon.
Who they always mention.
Yes. Yep.
And is this, I can't remember, is this, no, maybe it's the next one. Because he always talks about Kevin Bacon, but also David Hasselhoff. And he definitely shows up. That might be, not in this one, right?
No.
He definitely shows, I think it's volume 2, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot about the holiday special. I still liked it, but I remember that being not as good.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, it's shorter
Yeah.
thing, but I think they filmed it while they were filming volume 3.
Yeah,
So
it looked like yeah, because I remember there's like a town, because again, I haven't seen volume 3, but I remember the trailer. It's like the town they're in at the beginning.
Mhm.
And that's how the holiday special starts too.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. I haven't seen that in a while either, but maybe I'll revisit that this
Throw it
Christmas
in
too.
the
Yeah, that'd be
mix.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so they managed to escape prison, and they head to the collector, which is on nowhere, right?
Yes.
Which is also like built out of a head of a celestial.
Looks sick, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, the visual of it's awesome.
yeah.
There's a moment here, because yeah, it is when they're first get on nowhere. We get a lot of like really small, sweet moments, I would say, throughout this film. So I like when Groot grows a flower out of his hand and gives it to the little girl that comes up to him. I think when they're going, when they first get on nowhere. And then, of course, the "We Are Groot" moment at the end is the other big one. But yeah. So again, going back to the heart thing. But
Yeah.
I really like that moment this time. That one specifically. Yeah.
So we also get to meet the collector, played by Benicio del Toro, which is amazing.
Yes.
And this is, this is where we get a little bit of the exposition, for lack of better, of the Infinity Stones, and kind of better understanding what those are.
Yeah.
And of course, I also get, I just kind of mentioned now, like a little hints of Thanos, like, right? Like like just a little introduction, because we have a couple times he interacts with Ronan, the accuser.
Gamora and I was saying there's a scene, Gamora and Nebula, right? Talking with Ronan.
Yeah, because before
and
she
you
leaves,
find out they're like, oh, they're the daughters.
yeah, before she even leaves to go,
Right. That's right. That's
try
in the
to
beginning.
find, it's towards the beginning when she's like, I'll go.
Yeah. And he says daughters of Thanos or something. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
But yeah, you're right. The collector also talks about. Yeah.
Well, he explains and kind of gives you the idea of what the Infinity Wars are, or Infinity Stones
Infinity
are.
Stones, yeah.
So like kind of, again, like you said, now they probably had to redo it. I don't like, I haven't watched them all, but they're probably reintroduced the information in Infinity War.
Yeah, but I think
So the
this is
mainland, so people even know what it is later, because just in case you didn't watch Guardians. But
but this is the first one where they set up a lot more about the Infinity Stones in general and explain it, and even Thanos. So
yep,
it's kind of crazy. Well, and of course, first time seeing his daughters too. So like, it's kind of crazy how much is in this.
how important
This movie
is to the whole overall. All this, but like, and it's done so well. It doesn't feel like it was added in later. No. Like they did a good job of just like it being naturally part of it. Of course, then Drax, why he ends up going with them, because they meet him at the prison, and then he ends up going with them because he wants to kill Ronan because he killed his family,
his wife and daughter. Yeah.
So then when they're on nowhere, like I guess he tells people so that they can find him, which is because he doesn't understand. But
well, that's some of the best. I mean, even like your quote. I mean, I think some of the best humor is from Drax, and how this is the thing I didn't realize, because I know like he takes everything literally, but I think Rocket says his entire race takes everything literally, which is interesting. I didn't remember that. And one of my favorite things he says that I completely forgot about is at one point he calls Gamora a green whore, and it was really funny because I don't remember him saying that before. But yeah, I think that's some of the best comedy is the stuff with him. And
no, 100%. They know it because I know like later, like stuff in the later seasons and or the Avengers films where they're in, like they do use a lot. More they use him even more. So then Ronan shows up on nowhere, and he gets basically they get their butts kicked by him, and he gets the stone, right?
Yeah.
And but then also right after that, then the Ravagers show up, and they grab Peter and Gamora, right?
I don't remember who they.
Yeah, they grab. But they don't get all of them though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I watched this a little bit. I watched this a little bit ago now because I was watching the other ones too.
Yeah, I watched it last week. But I still like. What order did this stuff happen? It doesn't matter. But yeah, back in towards the beginning, the Yondu introduction where the guy that were gonna sell stuff, and the little like feather thing he has is a cool.
Oh yeah, there was what is that thing called? I know there's a name for it.
Kind of like a feather arrow thing.
Yeah.
Also, just a cool little thing.
But it's funny to see it, like it's almost like, I mean, because he's like one of the ones besides James Gunn's brother that's in like everything he does. But like with him, it's like he's always dressed in some crazy thing. Yeah. Like, because if you're caught up in Peacemaker, you know how he is in that too. Yep. Like very different. Obviously, Yondu. I guess in Slither he starts off normal, but it's crazy where he ends up.
Yep. He's just a bouncer in the.
I say, what is he in
Super? He's just a bouncer. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So he's normal enough, but yeah.
Oh, and that I completely forgot, and that Kevin Bacon also in that.
Well, so we talked about Blake and I talked about it last week. I was like, maybe this is where the idea even of using him, because they already worked together.
True.
Which I didn't, because not ever seen Super before. I didn't know that.
I know I had, but I've watched it again, and like I didn't remember much at all from it. So,
but then also I think it's interesting the people that he's worked with again. We talked about this last week, but just so you and I, the people he's worked with and doesn't work with again.
Yeah.
Like, what's her name? The lead woman from
Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah, Slither. Yeah.
Yep.
and then
Yeah, we don't see her.
but then
anymore.
also Liv Tyler, and then
Oh yeah, Ellen Page.
Ellen Page. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, from Super. Like, yeah, he hasn't worked with
Yeah,
them
we
again
don't
either.
see any of them anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just, and it's, I mean, nothing to say against those people. It's just, sometimes, people click and just have like click well together, and other people, it's like, oh, it's fine, but you don't get that deeper bond naturally. That
Yeah.
so, um, the other thing you'll know where we kind of start to get a little bit of Rocket's like trauma and stuff there. He kind of freaks out.
Yes.
When he's called Drax calls him something. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but that triggers them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So then they decide they gotta go save the galaxy.
Yeah.
Suddenly they have a shift in their purpose, right? Like before,
They'll
it was
get a
about
common goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a bigger common goal than just stealing stuff.
Yep. Just the money. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then they go after, and they have a dance off.
Yeah, the dance off is my last note I have about this, because I was thinking this scene in particular, like, could have been really bad and cringy in the wrong director and writer's hands.
Yep.
But it's great in this and really effective, I think. So I don't know, it's just really well executed. Like, that can't be easy to pull off. And yeah, I guess that's kind of a common theme with a lot of his stuff. He kind of walks that line really well in all of his stuff. James Gunn, with like he can still have stuff be very serious, but balancing that with the humor and the heart as well. It's just, yeah. I mean, that's probably one of the biggest things you can say about him in general with all of his stuff, that he's just really good at that. And I don't think a lot of people are.
I agree.
So,
yeah,
which is actually, I mean, that's a huge thing in Superman too. Yeah. The serious and the heart, especially. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, this is where we get, I know you mentioned already, the we agree moment, which is
Yes.
like, I mean, I remember that being so touching. I mean, not that it wasn't this time watching it, but like watching
it always has been.
the first time watching it,
it
was like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, just feeling the feels.
Yeah, it is really good.
But then we get this kind of like, longer wrap up though of things.
Yeah.
And we even get some interesting information there, and
because Peter doesn't die
from
grabbing the stone.
Yeah. And so
which most people would.
If
or
a
anyone
human,
would.
human person would.
Yeah.
And so
setting up volume 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Setting up volume 2. And then of course they kind of decide to kind of stay together, right? Which is also cool and interesting. And then of course they're still at odds with the Ravengers at this point.
And
Yondu's not happy.
Right. And then also the whatever they're called. Is it like Nova Prime?
Yeah, Nova Prime, yeah.
I mean, it is crazy that Glenn Close is in this, but I mean, we don't really get much of her. But and John C. Reilly, his scenes were good. That was more just about, because you see at the end, like they like saved his family or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so all that, I mean, it doesn't have a lot to do with the main plot of the movie, but I'm trying to remember if they're in volume 2 or not. No, it's the Gold People, but I forget what the Gold People are called. Are they Nova Prime also? I don't know.
No, I think there's something else, but we'll get there.
We'll get there. Yeah,
we'll get there. Yeah. And other than like post-credit scene, do you want to?
That's That's the Howard the Duck,
Yeah.
right? Which is Seth Green.
Yeah.
I don't remember what else was in the post
I
credit.
think that's really.
Oh, is this the one with Groot? Because he has to be basically regrown.
Mm-hmm.
Which this is interesting. I saw something about James Gunn talking about how this is not the same Groot.
Mm.
That so like still, which is kind of crazy and kind of makes it a little bit darker. Like that Groot did die apparently, because I just thought it was the same Groot. Just
Mm-hmm.
he said, I guess I don't know what his reasoning is, but he said it's a different Groot.
Mm.
But you get the beginning of him, right?
Yeah, because it's just like a
In the
little.
outro. Is he like dancing?
Not dancing in it, no. That's
Is in the next one?
I think it's in
I'm
the
getting
next
him confused. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, the dancing thing is the next one because he's small in the next one the whole time, right? Or no,
No.
So maybe it wasn't.
No,
this one.
yeah. It had to have been this one then.
But he's small
he's
at the
like-
beginning of the next one.
Yeah. I don't know when he
Yeah.
grows up, because there is a point where he's like
Teenager.
and like really like just like
Playing video games and stuff.
and being a teenager. Yeah. I think it's volume 2. Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's definitely the teenager stuff's definitely
Okay.
volume too. But I was trying to remember where that transition happened.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But yeah, and then we get to Howard the Duck, and
Yep.
which that never went anywhere.
I think he probably just wanted to throw him in there.
Yeah.
Because we don't see him again. Yeah, we don't see him again ever.
All right, you get into cinematography a little bit.
Yep.
The opening stuff on Earth looked good. Had a nice vintage look that feels very different than the rest of the stuff.
Oh, the opening in the
Yeah.
80s or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
vintage stuff. And then, but then the cosmic stuff also, I think, had like a nice like color to it. I was trying to,
Yeah.
like it has it's rich, like the neons and the.
Mm-hmm.
It just has like a different feel that I remember felt pretty fresh again from an MCU standpoint. Had like
For
a
sure.
distinct look and felt very different. I think.
That's what I put, like, just in general. I think this film looks so good, and I was kind of surprised when I watched it this time, because it seems like it's like the perfect time, around the time when Marvel was like at all-time high. Everything looks great. Even the CG looks so good in this, and like you said, even way better than a lot of the newer Marvel films, which is weird, but yeah, I have something here. Oh, I have a note about there's a cool shot of Gamora floating in space. I forgot about that part.
Oh yeah, where she gets stuck out there.
But that it was a really cool visual. I just pointed out
that's why they get captured by the Yondu briefly. Him
and
the
then,
two of her
and
him.
Peter almost dies.
But he calls him. That's why he's like he knows that he's gonna do that, so he hopes that they.
Yes,
But then
that's right.
Rocket gets away with Groot and Drax.
Yeah.
So. Yep.
I also have Nebula reforming herself after getting her arm and neck dislocated. Just like this cool visual, the way she gets back together.
I say the action sequences were adding notes about the like you said, well choreographed, good. The camera movement, like I remember.
Did he do like the slow-mo 360 thing in this one? Or was that not yet?
Yeah, no, he did. And that's what I was saying. Like, I remember he does it with Rocket it's like he's on the top of Groot and, and Gamora, I think, throws him a gun and it's like,
oh, that's what it is.
And he falls
in
around
the prison still.
in the prison. Yeah. And, and I remember, I mean, that scene, like part of that at least was in the trailer.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing that and being like, that looks amazing.
Yes.
I don't know anything about this Guardian stuff. I know nothing about James Gunn, but at the time, MCU all in.
Oh yeah, so all were. Yeah.
So then you're like, yeah, I'm going to watch it. But then like seeing that stuff and being like, that looks really good. And that, I remember that shot distinctive, like where they're kind of rotating around him
Yeah.
as he's kind of like the. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of a somewhat, but like it's not the compressed camera that you would get, and it doesn't feel like a helicopter shot, but like kind of the shot that Michael Bay made famous.
Oh, and Transformers.
Well, he did even before Transformers,
Did
but
he?
like yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, it is in Transformers as well, where he like it's a long lens, so the shots you use the term compressed, but like and then it's like as it kind of rises up on them as they're kind of standing up and and they're rotating around them, and he kind of made that.
Oh, I didn't know he was the one that kind of.
As far as I know, like
Nice.
it's like a Michael Bay trope.
Nice.
But
It's like
but it's like shot from a helicopter. She got like a long lens, so it like really compresses. Where this is not that way. This is more like present day modern version of it at some level. But then also it's more of like a
It's like what's his name with lens flares.
J.J. Abrams
J.J. Abrams there. Yeah, that was his name.
with his anamorphic lens flares. Yeah, the thing is though, they look so good.
They do.
And I'm guilty of it.
I know you've done it. Yeah.
You're like, oh,
No
it
shame
looks so
in it.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He did it too much though.
yeah. Well,
Not at first,
and
but
the Star Trek, the first Star Trek movie was like over the top. Yes, it was like peak lens flare.
maybe Mission Impossible 3 also.
Yeah,
I think there was a lot in there too.
probably.
But that movie's awesome.
But I think it was like with the Star Trek one, it was like every time they were on the bridge.
Oh, which is
it was like lens flare, and so it was like way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this action sequence was fantastic, and then like really set that style for him of like the rotating camera, because you saw it in Superman. They did it in Superman.
And and in Volume 2, I'm assuming Volume 3.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely Volume 3 because I saw it in the trailer.
Yeah.
It's a really like long. It seems like a slow mo. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, definitely Superman. Have they done it in Peacemaker? I don't know.
Probably not.
I'm sure they have at some point. I don't know.
I don't know about that, because it's probably
Not to
really
that
costly.
level.
It's probably costly to do it.
Maybe in the finale.
Because all the CG and stuff
Yeah, true.
goes into it. But yeah, did they do it in Suicide Squad? That's the question.
I believe they do. Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they do.
To that point, like using a wider lens there on that stuff, and being the camera being closer, but with a wider lens, doing those like, just like I think his camera sensibility is to be much more intimate. So like even in the action, it's more intimate, but then for sure in like the more dialogue heavy things, but then the timing of holding on things for the humor. It's done really well too here.
For sure.
And then also to that point, I think you see that theme even with the final battle.
Yes.
And it not being like this massive destroying New York City kind of, but it's like much more
it's not like
it's just the characters and them doing this goofy dance off thing.
Well, and then it's them like the 360 slow-mo is them like reaching for it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then when they're all like grabbing hands, right?
They're all holding hands. Yeah.
Which is funny. You see Rocket's little reach out. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I got for the.
Yeah, that's all I got for cinematography.
So then the music and score. I just put needle drops.
Yeah, I have something for that. I'm trying to think if I did write anything for the score, because the needle drops is obviously the big thing. Oh yeah, there is one cue. I'll say like section of the score. I'll say that because a lot of people probably don't know what a cue is. I know you and I know what that means in the in the film world, but the cue when Groot is growing around them to make a ball and says, "We are Groot." Really great melody with the strings there that I don't think I paid as much attention to anytime seen it before. That was the high point of the score for me.
Mm.
And yeah, incredible needle drops. You already mentioned this, but I wrote this down too. I remember when this film came out, we were all playing the Awesome Mix Volume 1 so much. And it's great.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember, everyone in your family, our mom definitely was, because also it's like her era, a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it's great.
Yeah.
I'm curious about Volume 3 Awesome Mix because I don't know that one. Volume 2 Awesome Mix, still great also, but we'll see. I believe it's a little more toward 80s and 90s.
Yeah,
isn't it?
I think so.
Volume 3? Okay.
I think so. Yeah, but then
This is more 60s
then it's like
and 70s.
definitely continues that in Peacemaker with the music.
True.
All right, so themes and messages. What do you got? You got anything?
I just put family doesn't always just have to be your actual family.
Mm-hmm.
Because they essentially are by the end of this movie. I don't know if they say it at any point in this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably later they do, but yeah, so that's what I have for.
I put it's about broken people choosing connection over isolation and saving the galaxy in the process.
Yeah, very true.
So, all right, so let's go to a little bit of trivia. When Dave Bautista found out he got the role, Drax Destroyer, he broke down in tears and overjoyed at getting a Marvel comic book role. He prepared for the role with an acting coach.
Oh, so he really wanted him to be in the MCU for a while. Okay. I mean, he arguably he nailed it the most out of all of them. Like he's the best character.
Yeah.
And think about the acting range that dude has.
Yeah.
Because I love him in especially Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah.
Even though he's not in it much, but it's insane what he has to do in that compared to what he does in this.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, Chris Pratt was also, because he was just the fat idiot on Parks and Rec.
That's true. Everyone only knew him for that before this. Yeah.
And then he lost the weight.
Yeah, he got jacked. And then, which you have to if you're in the MCU. You gotta get jacked.
And not just that, but he also, he was just like a bumbling idiot and
but still hilarious in Parks and Rec.
Yeah. But and so for him to kind of shift that a little bit to have like a little more of the confidence and the
Zoe Saldana, always great, and now Lioness, amazing in that.
Yep. Speaking of Chris Pratt, the scene where Peter drops the orb during the collector scene was not scripted.
Oh,
Chris Pratt accidentally dropped it during filming, but remained in character through the whole thing, so it stayed in the final film. Chris Pratt later revealed to James Gunn that he intentionally dropped it, or figuring it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
There you go. What a pro.
Vin Diesel recorded all his lines in several different languages, including Russian, Mandarin, Spanish, Portuguese, German, and French, so that they could use his real voice in the film around the world.
That's great. I remember seeing a behind the scenes thing, or I don't know, James Gunn talking about how many times, because he'd be overseeing when Vin Diesel was in the recording booth, and he said he would do the I am Groot lines so many times, and James Gunn at that point would be like, yeah, that's good, you're good, and Vin Diesel was like, he took it so seriously, he's like, nope, that wasn't right. So apparently he did it so much, and then on top of that, I didn't know all the different languages too. It's crazy.
James Gunn said Chris Pratt's audition was so good he was prepared to offer him the role even if Pratt did not lose weight or get in shape. Gunn joked that he was willing to CGI a six-pack on Pratt's body. However, Pratt asked Gunn to give him 6 months to lose 50 pounds, and he ended up losing 60.
Dang, he lost 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he put on a lot of muscle too, so wow.
Yeah, so really probably lost even more than that of fat.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel, his performance as Groot helped him through a dark time in his life. He was dealing with the loss of his best friend, Paul Walker.
Right.
It's the first time I came back to dealing with human beings before dealing with the death. So playing a character who celebrates life in a way Groot does was very nice.
Oh, I didn't know that. That is nice.
Yeah. Bradley Cooper told Howard Stern that he was paid more for voicing a rocket in the movie than for starring in Silver Lining Playbook and The Hangover combined.
It's the MCU money. Yep.
Yeah, the MCU.
Yep.
The soundtrack of album Awesome Mix 1 reached number 1 on the U.S. Billboard.
Yeah, I remember that.
The first film soundtrack ever to do so without any original music. It was also nominated for a 2015 Grammy Award for Best Soundtrack.
Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah.
So that's crazy. Not because none of it was original, so those are all old songs.
Yeah.
And yet still.
I mean, I know this personally because I do this a lot, but there is a truly an art to making a playlist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like,
Oh, yeah.
and you know, where what songs go in what order and
Yeah.
all that. And like, yeah, so there's a lot that went into even, you know, making an awesome mix. Not just saying like, oh, there's a lot of these good 60s and 70s songs, but putting in the right order.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Zoe Saldana nearly broke Chris Pratt's ribs while filming a fight sequence during training. Pratt and Saldana would wear protective gear so they could actually hit each other. However, when the day came to film, Pratt forgot to wear the protective gear and did not tell Saldana because he thought she would hold back if she knew. Saldana, under the impression he was wearing the gear like he usually did, kicked him square in the ribs, which made Pratt fall to the ground. And according to Pratt, he had a bruise for the remainder of filming there. James Gunn said Star-Lord's obscene gesture was improvised by Chris Pratt.
Oh,
When he flicks off
when he's doing the wind up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Chris Pratt cites Han Solo and Marty McFly as influences for Star-Lord.
Could definitely see both of those for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's pretty good for that. So any final thoughts?
No, just
I mean, I've talked a lot about this film, so
yeah,
how much we like it.
11 years now,
Yeah, old. Yeah.
still just as good.
And yeah, so let us know. And maybe, just MCU thoughts in general, since we'll be talking about them with Volume 2 next week, and see what you guys think, your thoughts of this film, the MCU stuff in general. So if you'd like, or we'd appreciate any thoughts and feedback on that stuff and anything else, you can email us at feedback@screentimepod.com or leave us a DM or message, comment. If we'd appreciate all of you that like and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and not Twitter, TikTok.
Yep.
The other T.
Yeah.
And
It's
if you
not Twitter, it's X.
Yeah, that's right. It's not even. Yeah, it's not even Twitter. And
Blue Sky.
if you want to follow us on Instagram, I'm at JYoungBar.
And I'm at Jared Youngbar.
All right, we'll catch you guys next time. I am Groot.